Hi, this is Yaz Dabul, live from SCAI 2019. I'm pleased to be joined by SCAI's next president, Dr. Ehtisham Mahmud. Dr. Mahmud, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on your presidency for next year.
Great, thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, tell us a little bit more. How does it, first of all, feel to be the next president?
Well, it's such an exciting feeling. It's an exciting time for the organization.
Yep.
It's an exciting time for interventional cardiology. So personally, I couldn't be more pleased.
Okay, so tell us actually some of your goals for next year. What are you planning on doing? How do you plan on expanding SCAI and moving forward from here?
I think, our field of interventional cardiology has had a remarkable trajectory over the last 40 years. And what started as a pipe dream of we can work in the coronary arteries to here we are with being able to treat the most complex disease and complex patients percutaneously. So we've made tremendous advances. And the same is true with SCAI. Started as a very small organization, and now it's an international organization. We have over 5,000 members in 75 countries, and so it's an honor to be able to lead that organization. And where I see us heading, and especially focusing over the next year, are three major platforms. I would like to enhance our educational platform, provide digital learning opportunities for our members anywhere in the world. So we know technology has evolved dramatically, and we will continue to have traditional face-to-face meetings, but I feel it's really important to also bring education to where the member is, where our physicians are, where our interventional cardiologists are. So we are going to make that digital platform more interactive, more hands-on, and that is a major issue that I would like to address and make sure that we get it done in the next 12 months. Along with the same thing, we can't do this in isolation. SCAI is not working in a vacuum. So we will collaborate with other members, other organizations, ACC, AHA, CRF, etc. We will also work with industry and collaborate with how we can best provide training opportunities for all of our faculty. So I think education and training is one platform. The second platform I'm very excited about is, if you think about, we've made tremendous advances in reduced cardiovascular mortality in the United States, and interventional cardiology has had a big role to play. That's not necessarily true outside of the United States. So internationally, it used to be communicable diseases are what was leading to most mortality. It's now cardiovascular disease. And so we want to take the leadership mantle and work with various societies around the globe and bring U.S. standards, training standards, educational standards, and technical standards, and unify them around the globe. That doesn't mean that we can't learn from people around the world who are also doing new innovative things. So it's a two-way street. We will work to show a unified global approach to interventional cardiology. And finally, the third part that I've always been passionate about is it's our responsibility. I was taught by great people. They were my mentors, how I and others of my generation could be mentors to the next generation of interventional cardiologists. So we want SCAI to be a place where young people can come and feel like it's their home. It's their professional home. And people have asked me, well, what is home? What does that mean? And I feel like when we go home, it's a place that's safe for learning. It's a place that we're cared for. It's a place where we have a lot of support. And that's what SCAI is. It is a place that you come and you learn your trade, you learn your profession. The profession advocates on your behalf with governmental agencies, etc. And it's also a place where you make friends and you find peers and you find mentors that can help guide you and lead you to professional fulfillment. And when this year's done, I'm hopeful that we can get all of those three major goals accomplished.
Yeah. What do you think is SCAI's biggest achievement so far?
I think we have historically been an educational and advocacy organization. We are the only voice that represents interventional cardiology in the United States, and I think we will be the voice that represents it globally. In the United States, we've been highly successful in ensuring that our members' needs are addressed. We've been able to get interventional cardiology recognized as a unique and unique specialty. It's not part of cardiology.
Yeah.
It's not part of internal medicine. It is because we train that way, but it is now its own unique specialty. SCAI did that on behalf of our membership. So I would say that's the most important recent significant achievement. But in addition to that, to be able to advocate with regulatory bodies, governmental bodies, to ensure that our work is recognized and appropriately compensated. We've also worked with ACC, with the ABIM, to ensure that procedural volume requirements that were so cumbersome before are lower and achievable by most of our practicing interventional cardiologists, and how they obtain MOC is also not so prohibitive, but much easier to achieve.
Tell us a bit more about SCAI 2020. What do we expect next year? Do we have a time and date?
It'll be next year in May, and it'll be in Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia, and we have, I believe it's the second or third week of May. This meeting has been the largest meeting in the history of SCAI, and we hope that that trajectory continues. And so our goal, hopefully, is that in Atlanta, we will continue to have more live cases, more innovative and original research, more hands-on training opportunities for our members, and more opportunities to interact with one another. So I think we will continue to enhance what we offer here in a bigger, broader way. And we'll also have more international faculty and individual members who will hopefully come to our meeting.
Yeah. What would be the first change you would make now that you're assuming the role of presidency? Change number one would be what?
I think it's very important that I don't look at this in isolation. So we have a 5-year strategic plan, SCAI does, and my very important job is to ensure that we now have tactics and follow that strategic plan. Along those lines, one of the first things it is my responsibility is to make sure that I appoint the right team with me. So all of my committee chairs and co-chairs and council chairs are the ones that I'm going to select and pick, and we are going to meet in the next 2 weeks to make sure we're all on the same page so that we can all be rowing in the same direction and working collectively to the same end goal. And that way we ensure that the organization moves forward and in a systematic manner.
Yeah. Dr. Mahmud, congratulations again, and thank you so much for joining us.
Great. Thank you for this opportunity.
And thank you all for joining us live from SCAI 2019.